Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's Monday's Moment video, which a little bit of a cheat. I'm actually going on vacation tomorrow, which is Saturday. So this is being recorded on Friday afternoon, and then the recording is going to be scheduled to go out on Monday. So you're watching this on Monday, but actually as I'm recording it, it's on Friday, which is quite unusual for me because I like to live stream. But I want to follow on a little bit from a topic we were talking about during the last few weeks of this month. So I'll be with you in just one moment. So the topic we've been talking about is that of taking time away from the business, taking vacations, holidaying, and having the business in a place that when you return to it, it is at least as good as it was before you went, and ideally it's done better, it's thrived whilst you weren't there. And I just want to very quickly share something with you today. And I've mentioned this in lots of videos. He's one of my heroes. He's one of my ideal authors to get on my Power Pages podcast. And that's the author of Scaling Up, Verne Harnish. And in this book, get out of the light there, Scaling Up, he takes the Rockefeller habits to a new level. And of course, Verne's got his Gazelles program, but there's some really important tools inside of this book. And this book has function, it has responsibility, accountability charts, it has all the things that you can map out for yourself and for your team of what needs to be done whilst you're away. Who's going to take authority? Who's going to be responsible? Who's going to be accountable for making sure that things run like clockwork, as we talked about last week, and that those building blocks are still maintained whilst you're away. And there are, you can see in this book here, there's lots of notes, but here we have, get it in the right place, a function and accountability chart. We have, let's have a look here what else we've got. Activities. There's lots of things here that you can fill out. And it's really about making sure that the people or the processes that are taking place while you're away are taking responsibility for the performance of those tasks, of those activities whilst you're away. So grab a copy of Scaling Up and really have a look at some of those key elements in there. Because at the end of the day, what we don't want to do, as I mentioned last week, using this image again, we know we're playing the game of business. You know, we are putting things in place, we're looking at strategies, we're looking at the key players, we're looking at the journey that we're going on. But what we don't want to do is leave this to a game of chance. And the book Scaling Up and other tools and tactics that are around, some of the things that I've used in my own business to work with the clients that I now coach, either one-to-one or in group, is really about making sure that you have a choice of when you take time away from the business, how long you take time away from the business, what reports you get whilst you're away from the business, but most importantly, to have the confidence that whilst you're away, the business is going to run, and when you come back, it's going to be in a good state, if not better state than it was when you left it. Don't leave that to chance. Don't let that be a game of cat and mouse or whatever the board game is that's on there. We don't want to do that. Take some time during this week. You're not going to see many posts from me during next week because I am on vacation, so I'm walking the walk and doing the things that I say I'm going to do throughout this whole month so far. But I will be back the week after, and we'll finish off that last week in August as well. And if you want to share this, if you want to like it, if you want to comment on it and tell me if you've read the book Scaling Up, or whether you've taken something particularly away from it in the week ahead when you've grabbed a copy, that would be absolutely great. And as always, I look forward to seeing you when I'm back from vacation, and I will catch up with you then in that Monday's Moment video, and of course the post in that last week of August. Bye for now.